What's a great way to control people? Pit them against each other. Keep them separated. In our episode of Drop Stones, we're talking about God and who created who. Did God create man or man create God? And I find it not ironic that a system derived by this God in which he made it possible, made it tempting for man to eat the fruit, to separate himself from God, so that there would be this eternal separation between the two, this plight, this bridge that needed to be crossed and should never be bound until this God came back and redeemed it himself in his masterful plan. Just this idea of separation between you and the deity that really seems like something that would be man-made to keep this control over individuals. I mean, we look at it in regular society, and when we can pit ourselves against each other, we separate and we don't unite, and then we let the powers that be control us and manipulate us and do whatever they want because we're too busy fighting each other instead of looking at the real problem that's going on, and it's the people causing the separation. And same with this idea of the deity being separated. I remember being taught that there's this gap, this separation because of our sin nature, because Adam ate the fruit and pulled us away from God and kicked us out of the garden, that now we are separated for eternity unless Christ came back for us. And you had the imagery of the cliff with the chasm in between it, and on one side was man and the other side was heaven and God. And there's no way to cross it until a cross came plopping down in between and it formed a bridge to come over. And all this imagery and just metaphors and everything else that's going on is to keep us separated from our true potential and our true selves. When we realize finally that there was no separation, man separated us from God. Man created all the rules. Man put everything forward to control and manipulate people in this world. And they used this God and this deity as the backbone to their things, the almighty boogeyman, to scare people into it, that you're going to be forever burning in hell, as theology eventually developed into, and that you're going to be tormented forever because of this separation. And you need to follow these rules, and you need to obey and conform and bow down to what we say and listen to what we say and do what we say in order to have that bridge put there so you can regain oneness with that God. Simple truth of the matter is we've never been separated. If I were to be separated from my children, can I ever really be separated from my children? They're part of me, their essence. No matter if they move out of the house a couple blocks away or thousands of miles away, there's never going to be a separation there. We're always going to have this bond amongst us. And is there a separation between individuals and people in this world? We may think so. We may say, we don't want anything to do with this individual. They don't believe like me. They don't talk like me. They don't act like me. I don't like them. I want to be separated from them. But the truth of the matter is that just by the nature of cause and effect, everything that I do is going to have some sort of ripple effect on you in your life. And vice versa. Anything anyone else does is going to have a cause to my life, whether it be the way you vote or the way you treat the environment or how you work or what you produce and everything like that. Somehow it's going to ripple back and have some sort of, effect on my life because we are not separated. So how can the God of the universe that we all became part of and we're all one with separate from us? It's unnatural. It's just not possible. It's against the physics. You'll always have that oneness. It was man that drove that wedge in there to try to convince us that we were separated. But we never were. We were always part of that oneness.